So before we get started, you guys have always seen on my platform, I'll have a back and forth every now and again with some people in the comment section, and some of the either trolls or whatever people want to sit up there and call them, and or black women that want to come through because they feel offended by some of the things that I just so happen to say and cover. I hope, right, that and I genuinely hope this that a lot of those black women who like to stay in the background and they only want to comment on specific videos that are very specific when they feel that I'm, attacking or specifically coming after black women and they're under fire, so they need to say something. I hope that you say something on this video. I hope that you show up to the point where you're willing to open your wallet or your purse and your bank account and to push money directly in this black woman's business. I hope that friends of yours are willing to do the exact same thing. Older daughters that you have are willing to do the exact same thing. I hope that your aunts and your grandmothers and your moms out there, your female coworkers are willing to do the exact same thing. Because the main thing is if you're only willing to talk at a specific time, but you're not willing to actually put your money where your mouth is and actually support a black woman and to actually propel and push her forward, you're really not doing anything for any black woman at all except for just running your mouth. So, like I said, all of the debates that we have, all of the things that normally transpire in the comment section, hopefully you can put that to the side and actually focus on the story and support a black woman who is doing everything right, opening her own business, inspiring black women and young black girls, and maybe even some other black women in the older generation to basically become entrepreneurs and to do something and to create their own road. Hopefully, you will actually support a black woman instead of just talking. It's a little bit of a different way for me doing this video because I want to, uh, just give a little bit of time to the black woman here who the video is about. She is an entrepreneur. She made, her own business. She is a DV survivor, and this is also what her shop is about. It's a way for black women to, and also women in general, to stay safe and to still be beautiful, at the same time because of what she went through. She wanted to make sure that other women out there would not go through the same thing. And if they are to go through that specific, thing or situation, then they would have the necessary things to at least help thwart off or protect themselves and fight back against anybody who comes looking for a fight. And also, this video is going to be about a true American Karen that decided that she did not want to support this beautiful black woman because of the fact that she is a beautiful black woman and a business owner.
Hey TikTok, I really need you guys' help on how you guys will respond. All my business owners, my people of color, how would you guys respond to this email? So let's be very clear. I am blocking out this client's information for privacy reasons. And yes, I said client because they are not a customer and they are not a supporter. So let's be clear. So this morning I received an email asking for a refund because they do not support businesses of color. Given a refund, fine, not an issue. I've processed refunds. Typically, I have a policy saying that I don't give refunds, but in this situation, I will 100% give you a refund. My issue is outside of them asking for a refund, they went on to furthermore say, please don't make this about a race tyrant. We know how you people like to act. What do you mean by you people? How do we like to act? How do you expect somebody to act when it's 2022 and you're still giving this type of energy? Furthermore, outside of this being a client, you can't miss that I'm a person of color. I make it very known. You see me in my social medias. You see me on my website. There's a whole page on my website that's about the owner. So there's no confusion on the pigmentation in my skin. I'm just utterly disgusted on the fact that they thought they ate with this email. Like, seriously? And then to add insult to injury, you end the email still being antagonistic and saying, have a happy holiday. Isn't it your people's holiday? So, on top of that, you're not only dumb, simple, and slow, but then again, you want to be somewhat racist and not be educated. That's the most baffling thing to me, is that when somebody wants to be racist and uneducated. So here's a little history lesson. Martin Luther King's birthday was January 15th. The speech he gave was August 28th. So you're absolutely wrong, because it's not my people's holiday. Not at all. So once I figure out what your name is on TikTok, you will be blocked. And I'm really disturbed by the fact that you thought this was okay. You could have simply asked for a refund. I don't ask questions on why people want refunds. You want refunds? You want your money back? You're not happy? Go ahead, no problem. But this is not okay. We need to do better in 2020.
Right, so let's just go over what this true American Karen had to state, right? Hello there. Can you please cancel my order? Unfortunately, I wasn't aware that you're a person of color, and I just don't like to support small businesses that do not align with my version of support. Before you start, go on a race tyrant. Please be aware it called my preference. I really hope you don't make this a difficult process of me receiving my hard earned money back, because we are all aware of how you people like to act when things don't go your way. I would also suggest you put something that discloses you're a person of color, aka the blacks. I expect to receive my refund no later than tomorrow, 1/18/2022. If I don't receive a refund, I will be filing a dispute with my bank and going on social media and letting my large following know you are refusing to give me back my money, because we all know you people like to steal. Also, happy holiday. Isn't it your people's holiday? So I'm just going to put this image back up there again, just so a lot of the other black women out there, who, state that they support, black businesses and their black sisters, this is your chance to basically showcase how much of that love and support, that you have for other black women, your sisters, directly out there, the women who look exactly like you, who are, making their own way, making their own business, supporting, themselves, being entrepreneurs, right? Because, the main thing that I've stated to black people before is that, we should not be reliant on other individuals. And this video is, proof of that, along with the message that the individual decided to leave to this beautiful black woman, is further proof that we should not be reliant on other individuals, or everybody else, in order to support us. Literally, if we as black people, right, were to support this black woman overnight, we can make her a millionaire. If you take literally 1 million black people and they were each to go to her website and to buy an item, just one item off of that website, you can literally turn her into a millionaire overnight. That is not even a joke. Just add up the numbers and you will see how much money would basically be flowing directly into her business. It would be so much so that she would be forced to basically, expand her business and, make it even greater. That would allow her money to, make a whole brand new website. She could, have people out there for advertisement. She could start, commercials, and she could start a huge manufacturing or a small manufacturing area here in order to build that. And dare I say, she could even, with that manufacturing job, enlist, right, black women to basically work directly at her factory. Not only, right, is she an entrepreneur, not only is she making her own way, but with enough funding, right, from the black community, and more importantly, more especially from black women in the black community, y'all could easily sit up there and send her to a whole nother level. So, I'm just hoping that, with what people were able to hear both from her and from what I read off, that, black women will come out in droves to support this black woman and what it is that she's doing. Because as I stated to people before, black people have a lot of people against them. You can clearly see this. This person solely stated that, if they would have knew that this was a black woman's business, they would have never supported it to begin with. That lets you know the type of mindset that that person already stated. And then going through the statement when she kept saying you people and your holiday and person of color and we all know the way that you like to act. That lets you know the mentality. Like I said, a lot of these people are just here just to distract, just to cause some type of issue. And you immediately saw how, this true American Karen decided that she wanted to try to move the point. She was like, oh, I have a huge following on social media, right? Basically trying to threaten her and say that, oh, if you don't give me back my money on time, I'm going to sit up there and go on social media, and I'm going to sit up there and expose you for who you really are. And I'm pretty sure that this Karen doesn't understand that this black woman, whether she knows it or not, she has black people that are on social media as well that will cover this story as well. And I would dare that Karen to do her damnedest to try to do anything to mess up this woman's business, because I promise you that is a fight that I would happily take on with all the due diligence in the world. I promise you that is not a challenge that Karen really wants to do. I will spend every single waking moment to focus directly on that Karen and to let her know. And on top of that, the people that follow her, to let them know not to sit up there and mess with this woman at all. I will use both channels if I have to, no matter how long I would have to sit up there and do it, no matter what ways I would have to sit up there and do it. Because my main thing is, at the moment in time that any one of us basically has a little bit of something, we should use that to propel or push somebody else forward. So even though I, at this moment in time, right, at least on this platform, I don't have much, but hopefully with some of the other individuals out there through word of mouth and different things like that, this story will spread enough where it will get the eyes of other black women, and hopefully maybe some other black female content creators will cover this story, and maybe they have way larger platforms than me and a way larger following all over social media, and hopefully when it gets to them, they will be able to shine a light directly on her business and bring more money directly to her wallet, and yet again propel her business upward. But like I said before, I feel like that should be our job. The moment in time that one of us is under attack, we should, in a sense, do what we can to, defend them. Like I said, I'm not saying that she, needs, my help or, or anything like that, but she has somebody, whether she knows it or not, that will, be in her corner, and that will, use the platform to basically get, her business out there. But Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the story and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.